should we crack on to What If?
Yeah.
Long overdue What If, I think.
Yes. So 3 weeks in, here we are. We've mostly seen every episode. Zach, how much of episode 2 did you see?
I want to say maybe even 10 minutes in, but like it was also after watching episode 1, and I was also like falling asleep
True.
because that was like right in the middle of my 20 some day stretch of work. So to be honest, I really don't remember. Pretty much let's just say I didn't even watch it. Like that's,
No, that's okay.
yeah.
Okay, then spoilers for episodes 1 and 3 then. Episode 2, I mean, I don't know. I'll say this. When I heard Chadwick's voice in episode 2, just first line, I just like had a bit of tear come to my eye. I was like, man, this is like one of the last times we're gonna hear this. But yeah, I really liked the episode. I thought it was my favorite, but the more I'm thinking about it, I think episode 3 might have edged it out for me, just because of how unexpected it was. But yeah, episode 2 was great though.
Episode 2 was very unexpected with some of the things for me, anyway.
Yeah.
Don't want to go in, don't want to spoil it for Zach, but
yeah. When we're done here, I'm gonna try watching Disney Plus on like a different device that I have. Maybe it'll load then.
Yeah.
If not, I might just borrow my brother's Disney Plus and see if it works. I don't know why it's not loading for me.
I think episode 2 might be my favorite at the moment. Out of the 3. I thought, I mean, we can start with the first episode, Captain Carter. It didn't blow me away, and I think you might say this on the chat, Tom, that it was, didn't. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was all right. It was a nice little take on. I mean, I've never read the comics, so I don't know if these are very true to the comics or not. I don't know. Sorry?
I don't know if this is an actual What If comic. I think a bunch of these are like more so just MC What If ideas kind of thing.
Just scenarios.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's literally taken from the film, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think you have to. I mean, I watched this with my wife, who hasn't seen First Avenger, and we did have to pause at one point so I could explain who Hydra were.
Who the Red Skull is?
Yeah, well, yeah, Red Skull and Hydra. Everything else she sort of got, but I basically said to her, "This is literally what happens in the film. Like pretty much everything, really. Not everything, but it's the theme or the main storyline of First Avenger, but just with Captain Carter."
Yeah.
Am I wrong there?
No, not at all. And
up until the end, anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously, the introduction of the is it the Mark 1 with Steve being in the Iron Man suit. That was pretty cool.
What's the name for it? The Hydra Stomper.
The Hydra Stomper.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say like that was probably my favorite part of that episode. Like, it's just the way they utilized Steve and still made him relevant.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Also, I guess Tony's gonna have shit all to do once he gets born. But
yeah,
that sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I really liked Haley Atwell as Captain Carter.
The fight scenes were awesome.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good.
This episode just didn't do it for me. I do watch a lot of animated stuff as well. I think I've talked about this a few times. I don't watch a ton of anime, but I do watch a decent amount of anime. I watch a lot of the DC animated universe movies. I definitely have talked about those. Highly suggest watching them. Even.
Oh yeah. We've talked about those because if there's anything DC does right, it's the animated shows and games.
Yes.
The Arkham series, those are. All right, but anyways.
No, it's not Arkham Breakers either. So,
yeah.
But where was I?
Watching anime.
Oh yeah.
This episode didn't really do it.
So again, yes, I've seen a lot of animation, and obviously everyone has their kind of animation style they like. This feels, and of course it's going to, because this is who made it. It feels very Disneyfied of the animation. I'm not a huge fan of the 3D animation on it. Like some of their talking looks off, which This is
Yeah.
getting really nitpicky, and to be honest, I still liked all 3 of these episodes. It's just if I'm really looking at something, I think the animation a bit for me wasn't quite there. Um, some of like the live action voice actors, like Sebastian Stan in episode 1, honestly just kind of sounded like he phoned it in.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like him, to be
No,
honest.
not
I,
at all.
I was thinking, is that actually him? And I saw him on the credits, like, oh, it is him. But
And
yeah,
also,
yeah,
little spoiler for episode 2, Zach, but Benicio del Toro being the collector, that didn't sound like him at all.
no.
Which,
Right.
that's good or bad, I don't know, but like,
Yeah.
When I know in episode 3, I know it wasn't ScarJo
no.
playing, but here and there it sounded like her, but it definitely wasn't. But there was like sometimes there was like a few lines that like might have been taken out of a film
Yeah,
and dubbed over. You know?
I'm trying to think. Was it. Hold on. Have you guys seen the Harley Quinn animated series?
No,
No.
Good show. It is a good show.
Jinx, double jinx. Chris, you owe me a Coke.
She,
We both said no at like the same time. Like we're both like no.
so she actually is in that show has like she's the voice actress for Poison Ivy. She was
what, who?
Black Widow in that episode. So I heard that.
All right,
I
okay.
was like, I know you. She's
Yeah.
a really good voice actress. But yeah.
See, this is the thing. I mean, I don't know. I've never been an actor myself, so I wouldn't know these things. But it does seem to be a big difference between like sort of live stage acting and voice acting, because you've got the likes of, you seem to have special people. I mean, the one that comes to mind is Tara Strong, who did Miss Minutes, and I think who's Harley Quinn. Is that right? Am I right
She
there? Yeah.
has been, yes.
Yeah, done a bunch of and I've never seen her do any live stuff, but she's obviously honed a sort of expertise to voice stuff, which is fine, and it makes me think: are they bringing some of these actors in, the live actor, who likes it, like Scarlett Johansson. I know she hasn't done this, but you're bringing certain people in who maybe doesn't work for them. And maybe Sebastian Stan might be one where you sort of go, it doesn't really seem to work, or is that recording, or? But I'm with you, Tom. The voice, and when they talk, when you've seen them, the cartoon character talking, the voices don't always seem to be quite there. It's a little bit weak. I've never really noticed stuff like that before, but I have with this.
That was like,
and I didn't know if that was the actors or the animation. I don't know.
Honestly, I do think it's a bit of both. I think it's a bit more the animation, because I'm not gonna lie, episode 1 I noticed it a ton. Episode 2, I didn't.
No,
Episode
not so
3
much actually.
maybe once, but episode 3 I was so into that. I was like, what the f- is going on? Like,
Right.
But so I guess if we're going back to episode 1, it does end with Captain Carter going to the future facing the Hydra champion. Which, who do you guys think the Hydra champion is? Because I've heard two things.
What was that again? You might, because I've only
monster?
seen this episode once. So
the
she
tentacle
came.
monster out of the Tesseract portal.
All right. Okay.
Oh yeah. Fuck. I forgot about that. Like.
I thought it was Shuma Gorath, who's going to be the villain for Doctor Strange 2, or is supposed to be, apparently.
Oh, right, okay.
Because Shuma Gorath is a tentacle monster, and I don't know, Shuma Gorath does have like one big eye, though, so I found it weird that it showed the mouth. And then I saw a few other people say, oh, well, it's actually a different version of the character from the intro of Guardians Volume 2. I was like, oh. Okay. I could see that, I guess, too, but...
Yeah.
I thought it had unbreakable skin.
Also, I just had it as like an octopus monster.
Yeah. No, that's fair, honestly.
Didn't really think beyond that.
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? This is multiverse. Multiverse of Madness is coming up. Maybe they'll be a little nice to us or something. But
or just still tease. Pull our strings.
Yeah. Oh, well, they're definitely gonna do that.
Yeah.
but yeah, then she goes in, and something definitely happens when she's in that portal, and I personally think she is going to show up in Multiverse of Madness, and it will be that little bit there before she goes to the future.
You think?
That's what I think right now. I mean, by the time the show's done, I'm positive I'll change my mind. If not, that could have actually been when the Watcher gets the Guardians of the Multiverse that they're gonna end up uniting and put them all together to fight, maybe.
Oh,
That could have been
might
that.
not. Because she's been confirmed. Or there's going to be a Captain Carter in season 2 of What If.
Yeah.
I think that's been confirmed,
And
hasn't
that
it?
she's
So.
more than likely coming to live action too.
Oh really?
Yeah. Which
And,
makes me wonder, why did they not call her Captain Britain? Because that's a kid.
Right.
Yeah, I wondered that.
I mean, I get that. I guess it's a different power set, kind of like. But
I did.
that'd clearly be the first Captain Britain, unless Brian Braddock's running around somewhere and we don't know.
Maybe because she's a shield agent for America.
But
Was she?
isn't she a
Right?
shield
Is
agent
she?
for the UK?
Was
She's still
she?
British intelligence.
Yeah,
Maybe you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
she was.
She's
She was the
yeah,
founder. She was the founder of Shield, wasn't she?
yeah.
Who was it? Her,
And I
Howard,
guess Shield isn't,
a couple others.
and Shield is totally actually not even. It's not even country based. It's so.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
it's their
yeah,
world
it's actually-
protectors.
Yeah.
So just edit that out of the podcast.
But I mean, do you guys have anything else for this episode?
No.
Not really. Like, it was only watched it once, and it was a fair few weeks ago. It was. I think. Well, already covered it. Really, it was good. It didn't blow me away. It worries me insofar as I think these are just set up for those fans that watch the films. Certainly after seeing episode 2, maybe not episode 3, but certainly episode 2. Again, I think you're going to be a little bit lost. I haven't watched that one with my wife. It'll be interesting if we get round to watch episode 2, because she has no knowledge of the Guardians of the Galaxy or anything. So if she picks up, or Black Panther, so if she can stick that one out, I'd be very, very surprised. I get the feeling there's going to be a lot of pause and explanation happening, which is fine. But
You might as well just have her watch all Guardians and Black Panther and everything with them before. I mean,
might be better.
might save some time from you might save some time from pausing.
Yeah, that's true. But again, that's exactly my point. Where if and I don't know what Marvel's or Disney's intentions are, but if they're trying to get people to watch these who aren't watching the films, they're going to really struggle with these. And maybe with the What Ifs, they're not bothered, because they seem very niche to me.
Yeah,
And
no, I agree.
look, I'm more than happy. These are great, especially well, episode 1 and 2, where things start to change, and you're like, oh yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's awesome as well. Little things like Steve being in the Iron Man suit, and things like that. Brilliant. And so much I can say about episode 2, but I won't for Zach's sake. Yeah, but you're going to enjoy episode 2, Zach. You really are.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I bet
Hey,
you're
maybe
gonna
if I
guess our favorite member of the. I guess let's just call them the Ravengers, because they're the Guardians.
all right.
I know my favorite.
Oh, me too.
I was gonna say, maybe if I get time to watch it this weekend, one of these days, because I'm gonna be getting out at 1:30 p.m. on the weekends now, or weekdays now, so that'd be like 12:30 East. No, sorry, 2:30 Eastern for you.
That's when I finish work too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll be getting home at like 3:30 Eastern, so I mean, yeah, I was gonna say I'll. Either if we can start, let's talk about this when we're done recording.
No, that's okay.
Because it's kind of irrelevant to be recorded. So, all right.
But I mean, do you guys want to start on episode 3 then?
Yeah.
Go.
So I'm not even going to say spoilers, because obviously you've watched this far in the video. I didn't expect this at all. I was so confused when the title was even released. I didn't know what was going on. And the whole thing with which I really liked, that they didn't show almost anything from the show, or from this show, this episode. Like, I don't think I've seen any of those clips except for maybe the one of Loki with the army.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the only one I saw.
only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was surprised that this was actually adapting essentially 3 movies in one, Fury's Big Week. First with the meeting with Iron Man, then over with the issue with Hulk, and then, Thor, then Hulk.
Yeah.
And I was just not expecting Tony to just die in a second. Like, I was like, Nat's just kind of like, he's dead. I was like, what? Because there is a what if in the comic where it's essentially what if the Avengers didn't come together in their first fight kind of thing, which I thought
Right,
that's
like,
what this was going to be pulling from.
No.
Oh, they just
went a
killed them all off.
completely different direction.
Yeah, like in that what if comic, Iron Man does end up dying, but he sacrifices himself, and like he's made the team like this suit of armor so they can fight Loki, and win. Or wait, no, it wasn't Loki. It was someone else. But whomever, like, I don't know. I didn't expect them to just do a murder mystery episode, and I quite liked it. And I also had no
Yeah.
idea who the killer was until Nat went on the computer and I saw a name.
Did you know straight away then? Because I was sort of going, is it? Well, I didn't know. I was trying to pick out 4.
Yeah.
Basically, the 2 Ant-Mans and the 2 Wasps.
Mhm.
I was thinking, going to be one of them.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who it was going to be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, but it was Michael Douglas's voice though, wasn't it?
It was Hank
Was he
Pym
on the?
in the yellow jacket suit,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
Hank Pym as Yellow Jacket. That is one of his identities in the comics when he makes Ultron. So.
But did he become Yellow Jacket? Does he?
Mm-hmm. He also
I didn't know
becomes
that.
Ultron too, because in the
Right.
that's something altogether on itself. But yeah, in the comics, Hank's the one who creates Ultron. It's a lot worse than Tony. A lot worse.
Okay.
But
Oh, real quick. You know what? I just remembered something from Spider-Man. Remember like the part where I thought it was like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man that I sent you? Like the picture of that part of the scene with the sand and the. There was a part when I paused the video, the smoke in it. I know it's not him. It looked like Ultron. Like seriously, like
Galactus, and I was like, nope, that version of the Galactus did not happen.
Yeah, no. But anyways, yeah, I have the screenshot. I'll send it to you. It looks way too much like Ultron, like in the smoke.
I mean, in Homecoming we had the Ultron head and the eyes were red.
Yeah.
Like, and the whole thing, like, I mean, how's Vision, like, White Vision still alive? Like, it's clearly partly Vision, but it's also got to be a lot of Ultron. Because he's still in there and the Mind Stone won't hold him back anymore.
Yep.
That'll be interesting to see. Hopefully in Armor Wars.
Yeah.
Who knows? But I don't think so, because the Armor Wars storyline, I could go down that. We'll see. But, I guess going back to this episode, though, a little Easter egg where where Hank says Hope was killed is where Nat tells Steve in Captain America the Winter Soldier that that's where the Winter Soldier shot her. So it's more than likely that Bucky actually killed Hope.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Same location. Would have been around the same time, too.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah. So, Bucky, you drove Hank Pym insane, and he's already not stable as it is, so...
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, then...
Add that to your little list of... No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, also... Mark Ruffalo, I've heard, like, I mean, it obviously wasn't a real rumor. It's people on Twitter going, like, they should just deep fake Mark Ruffalo into the Incredible Hulk. Kinda did. Obviously, with just the CG, like, it's not Liv Tyler voicing Betty Ross, but that's enough for me. The fact that Betty's even there, that they're acknowledging that yes, this
Yeah.
this did happen. Remember, Shang-Chi comes out next week. Might see another big green guy there, but not when we
Oh,
will.
really? Oh, that's a big push, isn't it?
I don't know. Abomination's in that movie. I don't know about.
Yeah.
I don't know if the leader will be though, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's for another day. We'll discuss that next
Yeah.
week when Shang-Chi's actually out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, oh man, just the way he ended up killing Hulk too was like, what?
Yeah. Because I must admit, by that point you're thinking, right, they've killed off Tony, the Hulk's going to die, and thinking, how the fuck are they going to kill the Hulk? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then when you saw it happen, well, yeah, when you saw it happen, again, you're still sort of like, right, what's just happened there? Has he been injected with
So wait,
something? Sorry, go on, Zach.
did Hank Pym? I'm sure they showed it. Did Hank
At
Pym
the
make
end,
somebody fire the gun, like while he was the Wasp,
No,
or
he
did
flew
he
through the
fire the
window.
gun and then flew in? I know he flew in, but like, because
I don't think there
remember
was a
Ross
gunshot.
was like, "Who fired that shot?" And everyone's like, "We didn't." Like nobody fessed up to it.
Hmm.
that's a good point,
I,
that actually, because he was
I've
on
only
the
seen this
bullet.
episode once.
No, actually, no.
no, he
Did
wasn't in the bullet. He flew in after the bullet went in.
yeah. So
That's
he
why I'm
must have
wondering,
shot.
did he maybe
He must,
shot and then shrunk and went in, or made
right.
somebody like how he made Hawkeye
Yeah.
shoot the
Shoot the
arrow?
bow
I'm
at
wondering
Thor.
if he
Yeah.
flew into someone's finger to pull the trigger, you know?
Yeah. He
I
could have
bet you
done
it
that. Oh, he
did.
could have done it. Yeah.
Because in the movie, like, someone does pull the trigger too, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, it could easily have been same guy did it. He just flew in after, but yeah, I think it makes a lot more sense
Yeah.
that he pulled the trigger.
I just found it because nobody like fessed up to shooting.
Yeah.
So I just was wondering if Hank
Yeah.
made that happen or what. So
I thought it was pretty gruesome how he
yeah.
actually goes into his heart.
I didn't
This is
think we
why
were
it's
what
animated, so you can do this
Yeah.
awful
Wow.
stuff and rate it G.
Yeah.
animated or not, I didn't think they were gonna like show Hulk blow up. Like I mean I know he could be considered an alien, but like you said, it's animated, so I mean they can do whatever they want. Like,
Exactly.
but
Yeah. That's the beauty of it, isn't it?
I thought they were gonna maybe pan the camera away still, and you just see like green splatter everywhere. Like, no, they just showed.
And I was like, okay.
Zach, you got to watch Invincible, mate.
Oh,
If you want to see gruesome stuff, that is Invincible is incredible.
hold up. Just first off, right here.
Yeah, I'm saying that. I'm saying that.
Give me a sec. I gotta. You guys can keep talking. I just gotta grab some things to show you.
Here we go. This is when we go off topic again, isn't it?
Right.
we haven't actually gone off topic much this podcast this
No,
episode.
I mean
So
I did a couple times, but I stopped myself.
we've got too much to talk about with Spider-Man. I think that's the problem. But
Right.
yeah.
You guys ever want to read them?
Oh
The entire
wow!
series.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant.
So, this is book 3, but yeah.
Oh,
And then 2. Yeah, my
that
collection's
is
gotten
awesome.
quite big now.
That is awesome.
And then,
That
of
is
course,
awesome.
this is. Let me see. I can probably flip to the point. Nope, that's
Did you?
further than the show already. And this is the first one.
All right, right. Did you see the comics even more graphic than the TV show? I don't know how, but
No,
no, about the
not
same, are they?
really.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they are about the same. To be honest,
Oh, excellent.
there's a scene in. I don't want to say it because Zach hasn't seen it yet. But there is a scene that's like a little more gory in the show than it is in the comics
All right.
at the
Okay.
university.
Right. I'll need to rewatch
Yeah.
them.
I'll
Need to rewatch them.
I'll message you about it later. But
Yeah, okay.
sorry. I just
Yeah.
I'm about to start rereading these because I've finally finished the Eternals and the Shang-Chi books.
Oh yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Right.
I'd like to say I know a bit more about the Eternals now. Also, I think the Deviants look whack, but we can go back to What If. That's in the trailer. I meant, like, for the actual movie. The Deviants don't really look like the comic ones, to say the least. But,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, sorry. Back to What If. It's a little Invincible nerd out for a second.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh no, that's a-okay. Honestly, you never have to apologize for bringing up Invincible.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I think my favorite part of this was Loki, kind of low-key. Just he's like helping Fury, and then the episode ends. Everyone's dead, and he's like, "I'm just gonna take over the world."
yeah,
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 right. No,
yeah.
yeah.
Didn't
I mean,
even
I,
need
I, I
anything
already knew
crazy.
something
Like
like
just
that was gonna happen when he decided to help Fury after also, freezing pretty much all of his shield members. But
Did you hear the theory that is this the King Loki that was in the Loki trailer?
oh, President
Yeah.
Loki.
Oh no, the
Oh,
Yeah,
king
really?
like
oh,
that we never saw in the show, but was only in the trailer.
oh yeah.
Because
Hmm.
All
I
right.
think it
Okay.
was actually supposed to be a flashback scene, but at this point, it could just be this universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it
See.
could have been a flashback from Dark World, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
See this.
Thor 1.
See.
Or Thor 1, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See this. This. I think I was too much in the Loki series sort of mentality and thinking, yeah, no, he's a good guy. Like he's a good guy. Like, what you on about? He's made a deal with Fury and then he'll go back. It's fine. And then when that happens, like, oh yeah, that's actually what Loki would
Yeah.
do, isn't it? Really? So yeah, there's no one there to stop him. He's just gonna take over.
Mhm.
So,
I do like though that he used, or did still want to get vengeance on, for Thor being killed.
yeah,
But I bet a
yeah.
part of him was still a little mad that he wasn't the one that killed Thor.
Well,
Yeah.
I actually thought it was Loki behind it all at first.
Same. That was all
Because I
magic.
thought, yeah, I thought Stark. He's getting Stark. Is he somehow, whether or not through the, knowing the timeline or whatever, is he somehow being able to do all this to the Avengers so he could take over? And then it must have been, must have been when he actually came to Earth and was trying to get vengeance for Thor that I thought, oh, actually, well, no, it's not him, is it?
Yeah.
So,
I'll
um,
be honest with you, I had no idea. I thought it was just like some kind of like phenomenon, like, like unnatural occurrence that was
yeah,
happening. Like,
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair too,
It
though.
was it was good to have like a mystery to it
Yeah.
actually.
yeah, no, it was.
Not knowing what was going to happen.
Because, like, I mean, let's think about it. How many times have we actually really had a big mystery in the MCU?
Anytime we get a trailer, but I mean,
Yeah, no, I meant
Yeah,
like movie-wise. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, no, very,
but yeah, no
very fair.
movie,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
yeah,
Like,
but yeah, I know
Apart
what
from
you
the
mean.
TV stuff, yeah, you're right. The films,
yeah.
Yeah, in a movie, we never get like that whole time during a movie, like wondering
What's going on? Yeah.
what's,
Or I guess
because we're pretty much
WandaVision was all of us
introduced.
wondering what's going on. Same with Loki.
Yeah,
yeah, that's a
but
good one.
that wasn't like the murder mystery thing, that was just more of a suspense
Yeah, and I was gonna
kind of
even say
thing.
like the Ant-Man movies as well. Quite fitting that it was Hank behind it, and we're bringing up the Ant-Man movies
Yeah.
too. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Where was and I think I might be answering the question when I asked this question, but where was Captain America, or is
He was a
this
nice,
was
because
that
remember at
actually
the
there?
end, he's
Oh,
wiping the
yeah,
ice.
Mhm.
He said, "Hello, Captain," and then Captain Marvel was, or "Welcome back, Captain,"
And then
and
yeah,
then
Carol comes.
Dick Carroll was behind him.
Hmm.
Where's the
right.
fight?
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
So
So
technically,
Why?
the
Rogers.
two captains together.
You know what I thought was gonna happen? I thought he was gonna unthaw him, and then he would have died.
Well,
You know,
I was waiting for him to die, but he
Hmm.
never turned up
Yeah.
because he
yeah.
was,
I just,
it was set up as a. I think it even had that panning scene from the first Avengers where you had all six of them, and I thought, right, all six of these are going to die now,
Yeah.
or at least after Iron Man, like right, and then Captain America or Steve Rogers never got introduced.
Hmm.
And what's all that about? And yeah, I forgot about that sort of final scene.
or
Mm,
Captain's just in a museum because they think he's dead in ice. So like they just never thaw him out. He's really very much alive, but
yeah.
I was gonna say, anyways, like I'm trying to think. Didn't Cap just get unfrozen like weeks before the first Avengers movie.
I don't even want to
It
say
was
weeks, but
close.
like,
I think it had to have been that year.
First, it's his first mission
Yeah,
because they go to him. That's when he was punching the punch bags,
yeah, and that's
and
immediately after he woke up in the Shield thing.
fairly soon after. I think you're right.
They're never too
Yeah, because
definitive exactly.
he still does. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
I don't know. I was just thinking. I was like, because I'm trying to think. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it a bit. But I would like to see both captains get together, and maybe also Captain Carter as well. And then,
That would be good.
yeah.
could
That
throw
would
in
be good.
Captain Britain too, just like the actual one.
Yeah.
Well, ones. There's a lot. There's also the Captain.
And then
Britain
throw in
Corps.
Sam Wilson as well from like.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna get all the Captain Americas. No, we'll get a version of Bucky Cap too, just so
Yeah.
we're covering all grounds. We'll get Isaiah Bradley back in the suit.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
actually something I do still want to see. I kind of wish that was a what if.
Call it old
Yeah.
Captain, my captain.
I'd also just like
I
to see the
still,
red, white, and black storyline and as a
well,
Shield.
I still, the Isaiah Bradley. I still think that's who was fighting. That was the cap that was fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even remember his name.
Alexi.
Red
Red
Guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still convinced by that. So.
I'm sorry I have to. I think I did say this when we recorded the Black Widow podcast, but it's still like it's literally just because the names and the characters are like Natasha marries Red Guardian in the comics for a bit, like Alexi version of him, and like in the MCU, like he's kind of her father. And like when I first saw that, I was like, oh, this is weird. But obviously, like,
All right.
completely different version. Let's not look too much into that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, hey, if anyone's read
Each
the
their own.
Ultimate
No, I'm just
Comics,
kidding.
if anyone's read the Ultimate Comics, Pietro and Wanda have a very special relationship.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah. They're
okay.
there's a big reason the Ultimate Comics didn't stick around,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
Spider-Man was a strong suit for that.
I see what you did there.
Yep,
Strong suit. No, I'm just.
that's actually not that fitting. That's the Spider-Man run he died in. The Miles takes over. Oops. Oh well.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you guys have anything else you want to talk about episode 3?
No.
Don't think so.
Sure.
Only seen it once, so it's not as fresh in my memory. Even though I watched it yesterday, but I watched 2 and 3 off the belt. Like I say, I think probably could talk about episode 2 for a lot longer than what I've talked about 1 and 3. There's a lot more going on, which might mean it's quite fitting that we leave that for another day because we've packed a lot into this one. So so yeah, Zach, as soon as you get to watch that, let us know what you think because. I think it's my favourite. I think episode 2 is my favourite. Third was, or should I say, episodes 2 and 3 were certainly a lot stronger than the first episode. And going back to that point I keep making about, I think episode 2, the non-fans of the film, should I say, will be completely lost. I think. Episode 3 might not be because they're more known characters. So
Right.
I think it's people could probably, if you haven't seen the films, you could probably still watch that and get it. I think. So yeah.
But I'm sure I'm gonna like the second. Like I said, that's the one I like.
You will.
Been wanting to watch. Like
You
and.
will really like it, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
If
There seems to be a lot going on in episode 2, like a lot of things going on.
Oh yeah.
If it doesn't upload or load when I go to a different device or use my brother's account, I'm sending some kind of complaint to Disney Plus, like, or go to their help support thing. Like, come on.
Why do you hate me?
Right,
I
like
this weekly.
I'm paying you, and you are not.
It's like this isn't how our agreement works. Come on.
Right. Here are the
right.
terms and conditions, and you are not upholding.
Yeah.
But I guess with that last little bit of what if, that's going to bring us to the end of this podcast. Just before we do go, again, if Disney thinks that Shang-Chi underperforms at the box office, The Eternals is going to get delayed. That's, as much as that sucks, that's how it is. The thing is what is underperformance going to be? Because it's already tracking to make more than Ant-Man made pre-pandemic. Like, just because the MCU is like essentially $1 trillion franchise almost at this point, not that much, it's $1 billion franchise, but
Yeah.
like, come on, like, just because it's like that, not every movie's gonna make that much money. We've seen that with Ant-Man, but now through 2 Ant-Man movies, Ant-Man is a $1.5 billion franchise.
That's
Yeah.
but that's the times we're living in at the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a pandemic. We could be talking about a major recession where people are just not going into cinemas because having to spend the money on other things. You know, surely Disney just have to realize that they're not going to make as much money. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I fair enough if it completely bombs, then yeah, they might think, right, oh, actually, yeah, Eternals does have to be pushed. But I don't know. I think people are getting it. Certainly in England, people are getting back into cinemas. I don't know what it's like across the rest of the world, and I know the big market, or one of the big markets is China, or sort of the Asian countries, whether or not. I mean, I don't know what's happening in them countries, whether or not they'll pack out the cinemas or not. I don't know. It seems like on your side of the water, your guy, are things sort of back to normal in Canada, America? How's things looking?
Kind of.
Um.
Like, it's weird. No, but yes. We've more so stayed at the same kind of level we've been at the past few months. Like,
Yeah.
they've decided, at least up here, people are going to start going back to school. You need to either be double vaccinated or at least get a COVID test daily.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stuff like that. It's really weird. I'm not going to lie. So many people are still against the vaccine here, and I don't get it. It's just slowing everything down. Just please give me
Yeah, no.
vaccines. Just please.
I mean, there's a lot of,
Oh, I know it's worse for you.
well, and that's the thing though, like Milwaukee, like we've been fine. Like, well, okay, I don't want to say numbers wise,
Yeah.
but like we opened everything back up June 1st, no mask mandate. Numbers been kind of going up again, but like they're still not, making people wear masks. Like my managers and everything do at work now, even though they're vaccinated. Because I mean, I know there's the whole Delta strain out,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, it just doesn't seem like Milwaukee's doing anything to,
Stop.
They're just leaving everything open, like, and just kind of letting, whatever happens, I guess.
And no, I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty similar to what it is here too, except everything's opened at limited capacity still.
I mean,
It's a bit
Texas and Florida, though, they are the worst right now. I think we're like top 5 in the U.S. for like numbers, but it's mainly more up north. Like,
oh yeah, Florida's literally had they had so many just days where they had more cases in one day than our entire country of Canada had in the history of COVID.
jeez.
Like, that's
You know what's fucked up? You know what's fucked up too? So, like I said, I got promoted at work. The guy that was ahead of me, that I'm taking his position, he's leaving because he had some health issues and kind of ongoing, so that's why he had to leave. But he's going to move with his wife's family in fucking Florida. Like, and he's one of the people that is against the vaccine, but won't wear a mask. So it's like, man, like, you left here so you could get in better health, but you're going to the highest place in the country with COVID, and you don't want to get vaccinated, and you won't wear a mask. Like, I was like, well, it's been a pleasure working with you, man. Like,
yeah. Honestly, like, we can't force anyone to do anything, right? Like, as long we're taking care of ourselves, that's good, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess after this little COVID update too from the UK, Canada, and the US, we are now. This is officially the end.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that I'm saying that, Black Panther 2 is filming right now. Riri Williams is on set. That is Ironheart. She will be debuting in this before she debuts in her own show called Ironheart. There's also rumors she'll be in Armor Wars with Don Cheadle, as that show also got a writer. I'm trying to think. There was something else. Something about the Echo series, but that hasn't been officially announced yet anyways, so we won't get too much into that. But there's been some rumors of Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio both being back for that show. So we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Click like and subscribe, comment, let us know your thoughts on these episodes, and of course the Spider-Man trailer. If you don't want to do it here, come to the Facebook group, MCU Fans Assemble, and also come check us all out on Twitter, TSimon13, Bag1982, and MCU Zach Crew. See you next time, guys. Easy.
Have a good one.
Bye.